Shit! Juno gets herself a point of inspiration. That
To hire someone such as yourself for a small excavation with a minor chance of death.
Oh, that's gross. Hello everybody, what is going on? It's your girl Rose here, back at it again with another ChatGPT D&D. If someone wants to make a jingle of that for me, that'd be great. That'd be great. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of ChatGPT D&D, the show where I take things from pop culture, real life, and everything in between, and I turn it into D&D stuff for you guys. We got an episode today. There's some great stuff to review today, as you more than likely saw with the thumbnail. So let's stop wasting any time. Oh, wait. Before we get started, if you guys like what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding, 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 and join the notification station. The whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit caboodle, if you know what I mean. All right. Now, for real, let's get started. First off, we are going to be taking a look at the Pikmin stat block. This is going to be the Pikmin from the Pikmin games. When I was originally creating this, Pikmin 4 was just about to come out, so figured why not do Pikmin. So this episode's going to have some outdated stuff, just so you know. Oh, for anyone that's new here, I do apologize. Here's how this works. I asked ChatGPT to make me something. It generates it. I always use the first response, nothing else. I copy everything, paste it, format it so that it looks like what you see now, although I am starting to realize that camera is kind of cutting off the text, so let's just shrink that down a little bit. There we go. Much better. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, it's always the first generation. I don't do rerolls. I just copy and paste. I take a look at it here on the slideshow for you guys, and then I review my honest opinion about what ChatGPT created. So, with all that out of the way, properly now, let's begin with the Pikmin stat block. Pikmin, small plant-like creature, neutral. It's got an AC of 14, 15 hit points, and a speed of 20 feet. Its ability scores are Strength 8, Dexterity 14, Con 14, Intelligence 4, Wisdom 12, and Charisma 6. Its skills are a +1 in a Nature and a +3 in a Perception. It has Dark Vision up to 60 feet and a Passive Perception of 13. Languages, it knows Pikmin and understands Common, but however, it cannot speak it. We're off to a good start so far. Special abilities, Swarm Tactics. Pikmin are most effective when they attack in groups. When at least 3 Pikmin are adjacent to a hostile creature and attack it in the same round, they gain advantage on their attack rolls. Perfect. Pack Tactics, or Swarm Tactics in this case. Love it. It's really good. Carry. Pikmin can lift and carry objects up to 3 times their weight. Holy cow. Elemental resistance, depending on the type of Pikmin. Example, red Pikmin, blue Pikmin, they might have resistances to certain types of damage, aka fire or water. Flight. Some types of Pikmin can fly or hover, granting them a flying speed of 30 feet. Actions. Bite attack. Melee weapon attack +1 to hit with a reach of 5 feet. Does 1d4 -1 piercing damage. Next up is throw. A ranged weapon attack with a +4 to hit. Range of 20-60. Hits one target for 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Charging bash. For the red Pikmin only. The red Pikmin can make a charging attack. It moves up to 20 feet in a straight line and can make a bite attack against a creature it moves adjacent to during this movement. On a hit, the attack deals an additional 1d4 fire damage. Water spout, blue Pikmin only. The blue blue Pikmin can shoot a spout of water at a target within 30 feet as an action. The target must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw or be pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone. Pikmin are small, plant-like creatures with various abilities depending on their type. They are loyal and follow the orders of their leader, Captain Olimar, or anyone they consider their leader. In D&D, they would make for interesting companions or allies for the players. The ability to carry objects, the advantage granted by swarm tactics, and the unique abilities of the different types of Pikmin could be very valuable assets in various situations during the adventurer's journeys. Perfect. Not a single thing I would change about it. These things are small creatures for a reason. So, their scores, I think perfectly balanced Pikmin. I've only played the Pikmin 3 and the Pikmin 4 demo, so I don't know too much about Pikmin. But I still think I know enough, I think. Dark vision is perfect. Everything about this is perfect. I would give this a solid 10 out of 10, not a single flaw. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that now. I'm going to start rating these things. It was something I wanted to do back last year, and I just never got around to it. I think I tried in a few episodes. I don't 100% know. But yeah, so that's it for the Pikmin. On to the next slide. Next up, we have the world's best pencil, of course. Anyone not using a Ticonderoga is a filthy casual. But I love you all the same. Anyways, the Dixon Ticonderoga, the world's best pencil, an uncommon wondrous item. The Dixon Ticonderoga is a legendary pencil known for its smooth writing and impeccable craftsmanship. In the world of D&D, this magical item enhances the abilities of those who use it, providing them with unparalleled precision and creativity. Properties: Write with passion. When using the Dixon Ticonderoga to write, the wielder gains a +2 bonus on any ability check or attack roll that involves written communication, such as forging documents, copying spells, or crafting intricate maps, okay? Limitless imagination. Once per long rest, the wielder can use the Dixon Ticonderoga to create an illusion or minor magical effect. Lost my place there for a second. Related to what they have written. The effect can be as simple as a colorful display of lights, a faint sound, or a temporary illusion of an object. The illusion lasts for 1 minute and cannot deal damage or have a lasting impact. So no doodlebobs. Endless ink. The Dixon Ticonderoga never runs out of ink. It always produces a smooth and consistent line, even in the most challenging conditions, such as underwater or in extreme temperatures. Write and erase. Don't you just hate it when you get an itch? Anyways, write and erase. The wielder of the Dixon Ticonderoga can use it to write and erase as though using a normal pencil. However, the marks left by the Dixon Ticonderoga cannot be erased or altered by any means other than the wielder's intention to do so. And masterful calligraphy. When using the Dixon Ticonderoga to write in a language the wielder is proficient in, their penmanship becomes exquisite and ornate. This can impress others, granting advantage on charisma performance checks related to their written communication. The Dixon Ticonderoga is a versatile and powerful magic item that can aid adventurers in a wide range of situations. Its ability to enhance written communication and create illusions or minor magical effects makes it valuable for those who rely on their intellect, creativity, and storytelling prowess. Even though I love Ticonderogas, one of the biggest things that confuses me, and if there's something about this that I don't know, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. +2 bonus on an ability check or an attack roll that involves written communication? Where's that coming from? I don't think there's any sort of attack roll that would involve written communication. And all the examples they give are to an ability check, such as forging documents, copying spells, or crafting intricate maps. Not a single one of those would need to use an attack roll. Other than that, for an uncommon wondrous item, it's on the stronger side of things, I will admit. I think it should be bumped up to a rare, in my personal opinion. Like I said, I don't modify these, I just copy and paste. So I think it should be up to a rare, because it goes common, uncommon, rare, legendary. Or if there's an epic in between there, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it should be a rare wondrous item, not uncommon. Especially with things such as Write and Erase and the Limitless Imagination. Two very powerful abilities for a uncommon magic item in my experience as a DM. So, make it a rare. Other than that, solid 8 out of 10. And with that, on to the next slide. Next up, we have Breath of Water. That's what the AI named for it. Tanjiro's Sword from Demon Slayer. Tanjiro's Sword is a legendary weapon passed down from generation to generation in his family. It has been infused with the power of water-breathing technique, making it a deadly weapon against demons. Properties. +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. The sword grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. Demon Slayer. The sword deals an additional 2d6 slashing damage to fiends and undead creatures such as demons. Breath of Water technique. Once per short rest, the attuned wielder can activate the sword's special ability, the Breath of Water technique. When activated, the blade glows with a faint blue aura, and the wielder's attacks become infused with the power of water. For the next minute, the sword deals an additional 2d6 cold damage on each hit, and the wielder gains resistance to cold damage. In addition, if the wielder scores a critical hit with the sword, the target must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of its next turn. Undying Will. The sword cannot be broken or destroyed by any means. Alright. Demon Blood Scent. The sword can sense the presence of demons within 60 feet. When demons are nearby, the blade emits a soft blue glow. Okay, taking inspiration from the sword from Lord of the Rings. Interesting. Absorb Blood. The sword has the ability to absorb the blood of demons it strikes. After defeating a demon with the sword, the wielder can choose to absorb some of the demon's blood. This allows them to regain 3d8 hit points and remove 1 level of exhaustion. Water Breathing Form. The sword can be changed into the Water Breathing form, allowing it to deal slashing and cold damage on each hit. While in this form, the wielder can perform the water-breathing techniques as if they were wielding a legendary sword and have proficiency in the water-breathing techniques. Sentience. The sword is sentient and communicates telepathically with its wielder. It has an intelligence of 14, a wisdom of 18, and a charisma of 16. Its alignment is neutral good, and it has the ability to speak and understand common as well as any languages spoken by its attuned wielder. Cursed Bond. While attuned to the sword, the wielder feels a strong sense of duty to protect humanity from demons. They have disadvantage on saving throws against any effect that would cause them to flee or leave a battle with demons or undead creatures, as their sense of duty and responsibility to fight evil compels them to stay and protect others. Huh? Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. The Breath of Water. Tanjiro's sword is a powerful weapon that embodies the spirit and determination of the Demon Slayer core. Its ability to deal extra damage to demons, stun them on critical hits, and heal the wielder with demon blood make it a formidable weapon against the forces of evil. However, the sword's cursed bond may present challenges for the wielder, as their commitment to fighting demons becomes a driving force in their actions. Okay, let's rewind back to Cursed Bond. While attuned to the sword, the wielder feels a strong sense of duty to protect humanity from the demons. They have disadvantage on saving throws against any effect that would cause them to flee or leave a battle with demons or undead creatures, as their sense of duty and responsibility to fight evil compels them to stay and protect others. Why is that disadvantage? That makes no sense. I could be reading it wrong. I don't know. But I personally think that that's a little wishy-washy. Also, I really wish that, the wielder can perform the water-breathing techniques as if they were wielding a legendary sword and have proficiency in the water-breathing techniques. Expand more on water-breathing techniques, maybe give a few for players to mess around with. Waterfall Basin, Whirlpool Vortex. I can't remember the names of them all right now. I am so behind on Demon Slayer. I watched the movie Mugen Train and stopped there. So, yeah, I'm way behind. The curse bond makes it extremely confusing. A DM would have to go in and fix this. Perhaps the cursed bond would instead do something like, I don't know, roll a d20 and on a natural 1 or a natural 20, instead of healing from the absorb blood ability, you deal damage, 3d8 damage. That's how I would change it. But once again, I just copy and paste. Because of the confusing cursed bond and the lack of not really diving into any water breathing techniques, this is getting a 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's right. On to the next slide. But first, it's time for a word from our sponsor.
Is this you? Do you struggle to stay energized while playing video games? Or are you having trouble completing tasks in your day-to-day life? Then allow me to introduce the sponsor of this video, Dubby Energy. Alright, listen up kids. Dubby Energy is a energy drink powder that you mix with 10 to 16 ounces of water. Then you shake it all up and get the equivalent amount of caffeine as 2 cups of coffee. Go from this to this, and go from this to this. Dubby is packed with a powerful blend of vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts. Say goodbye to jitters and crashes caused by other energy drinks. With Dubby, you'll experience a smooth, long-lasting energy boost without any unwanted side effects. And there's more where that came from. Dubby also has Neurofactor, which is natural, patented, and derived from the finest coffee cherries. It has also been clinically proven to boost brain performance. Dubby is sugar-free, calorie-free, maltodextrin-free, and has 0 artificial coloring. It's practically the ultimate energy drink powder, because not only will you be energized, but you'll be firing on all cylinders too. And now's the perfect time to try Dubby Energy with their brand new and updated Starter Sampler Pack. For $18.49 plus shipping and handling, you get one of their new Made in the USA shaker bottles and 5 sample packs. Beach and Peach, Galaxy Grenade, and Dragonade flavors for their energy, and Watermelonada and Pineberry Splash for their brand new Hydro flavors. That's a huge deal! So, if you're interested, go to www.dubby.gg and use my code, RozetheMage, for 10% off your order. Not only will you be getting an amazing product, but you'll also be supporting me and the channel, which really helps a lot. Thank you, Dubby, so much for sponsoring, and now, let's get on with the video.
Alright, up next we've got Funko Pops as a playable race. I feel like it's been a minute, even in last year's episodes where I did playable races. I think the last one I did was Squishmallows. I'm pretty sure that's the first and only one. I could be wrong. Alright, Funko Pops are small, cute, and stylized figurines that have come to life in the world of D&D. They are known for their diverse appearances, representing characters from various universes and genres. Ability score increase. Your charisma score increases by 2, and your choice of one other ability score increases by 1. Okay. Age. Funko Pops are essentially ageless, with no concept of aging or natural lifespan. They can exist indefinitely as long as they are not destroyed. Makes sense. Size. Funko Pops are small creatures. Also makes sense. Speed, your base walking speed is 25 feet. Not a huge fan of that. I believe when it came to Tasha's Cauldron, I can't remember which book, but basically all the the small races started getting regular 30-foot movement speed from what I remember. I do have Tasha's digitally. Haven't gotten the chance to sit down and read it beginning to end. I mainly got it so that I could get the Artificer class because it was the only way I could. Couldn't buy it separately. But yeah, where were we? Oh yes, toy nature. As a Funko Pop, you are considered an object rather than a humanoid. You don't need to eat, drink, sleep, breathe. You are immune to disease and poison, and you have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. I've always found that very confusing. However, I know that the Warforged has that exact same thing. So, yeah. Alright. Resistance to damage. Being made of sturdy vinyl, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Okay. Collectible form. Funko Pops can modify their appearance to match different characters, creatures, or costumes. You have proficiency in Disguise Kit and can attempt to mimic the appearance of other creatures or characters. Charming persona. Funko Pop's cute and endearing appearances often charm others. You have proficiency in the persuasion skill. Pop culture knowledge. You have proficiency in the history skill, particularly when it comes to knowledge of famous characters and events from various universes. Languages. You can speak, read, and write common and one other language of your choice representing the characters or franchises you are familiar with. So far, so good. Unique traits. Choose one of the following 2 traits. Super heroic leap. You have the ability to jump incredible distances. Your long jump is up to 30 feet and your high jump is up to 15 feet, both with or without a running start. Spell collector. You can cast the Prestidigitation cantrip once per short rest without using any components. Your spellcasting ability for this spell is Charisma. Toy transformation. You can transform into an inanimate Funko Pop figurine at will. While in this form, you are considered an object and cannot take actions or move. The transformation lasts until you decide to revert to your normal form. Or pocket dimension. You have a pocket dimension within your figure that can hold a small object, such as a tiny trinket or a single potion. Nice way to balance that out. Alignment. Funko Pops tend to be friendly and amiable, though their individual alignment can vary greatly depending on the character they represent. Personality. As a Funko Pop, your personality is influenced by the character you represent, but you have the free will to develop your own unique traits and quirks. Funko Pops are a playful and imaginative addition to a D&D campaign. Their ability to mimic different characters and access various traits makes them versatile and fun to play. The charm and appeal of Funko Pops can add an element of lightheartedness and humor to any adventuring party. I like this. I really do. The unique traits are super cool. I like how they keep pocket dimension fair and balanced. All of these are pretty good. As for ability score increase, that makes sense. I'm not a huge fan of the 25 feet walking speed. I like 30 personally, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. Resistance to damage is really great. Collectible form is awesome. This would be a perfect race for a 110% homebrew campaign. Everybody's doing homebrew stuff left, right, and center. All of that. I would give this a solid 10 out of 10. On to the next slide. Alright, next up we have the Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild. I say Breath of the Wild. Well, yeah, it is the slate from Breath of the Wild. They call it the Purapad in Tears of the Kingdom. I had been enjoying a lot of Tears of the Kingdom at the time. I figured we don't have a Sheikah Slate yet, so boom, made one. Legendary Wondrous Item. The Sheikah Slate is a powerful and versatile tool featured in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In D&D, this legendary item can be a game-changing tool for adventurers, providing a wide range of magical abilities. Whew, I took that one too fast. Okay. Properties. Compass of Guidance. The Sheikah Slate has an innate sense of direction and can provide. It can guide its wielder to their destination. Once per day, the wielder can ask the Sheikah Slate to point them in the direction of a specific location or object, and it will provide the most direct route to it. Remote Bomb. The Sheikah Slate can summon an explosive magical orb. I lost my place. That can be detonated at a distance. Once per short rest, the wielder can use a bonus action to throw a remote bomb. As an action on a later turn, they can cause the bomb to detonate, dealing 4d6 force damage in a 20-foot radius. Creatures caught in the explosion must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw, taking half damage on a success. Magnesis. The Sheikah Slate allows the wielder to detect and manipulate metal objects. Once per day, the wielder can use the Magnesis ability to sense the presence of metallic objects within 60 feet and manipulate them at will. Not will, telekinesis, whoopsies. They can move objects weighing up to 500 pounds with a strength score of 18 for this purpose. Stasis. The Sheikah Slate can temporarily freeze a creature or object in time. Once per day, the wielder can use the stasis ability to target a creature or object within 30 feet. The target must succeed a DC 18 Constitution saving throw or be frozen in time for 1 minute. During this time, the target is incapacitated and their speed becomes 0. At the end of each of the target's turn, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. The Camera Rune. The Sheikah Slate can be used as a magical camera, allowing the wielder to capture and store images of creatures, objects, locations. These images can be viewed and shared at will. Teleportation Rune. The Sheikah Slate has the ability to store a set of coordinates and teleport the wielder to that location once per long rest. The wielder must have previously visited the location to set the coordinates. And finally, Triforce Seal. The Sheikah Slate has an ancient Triforce Seal that can protect the wielder from powerful evil forces. Once per long rest, the wielder can use an action to activate the Triforce Seal. For the next minute, they gain resistance to all damage and advantage on saving throws against spells and effects cast by fiends, undead, and other creatures associated with darkness and evil. The Sheikah Slate is a legendary item that can provide invaluable assistance to adventurers in various situations. Its ability to guide, detect, manipulate, and even defend makes it a powerful tool for exploration, combat, and problem solving. However, as a legendary item, the DM should carefully consider how the Sheikah Slate fits into the balance of their campaign and the capabilities of the players. Its potential for solving puzzles and bypassing challenges should be balanced with the need for player ingenuity and strategic thinking. Not a single thing I would change with this. All this is perfect. It's a legendary wondrous item. All these things are very powerful. So yes, once per day, once per short rest, once per long rest, all of that. It's perfect. 10 out of 10. No complaints. Now on to the next slide. Alright, and finally we have Barbies. When I was making this slide, the Barbie movie was either just coming out, or about to come out, just coming out, or doing really, really well. So, that's why they're here. Everything in episode 7, though, completely brand spanking new, nothing outdated. Barbie Dolls is playable race. Ability score increase, your charisma score increases by 2. Age, Barbie dolls do not age naturally and can exist indefinitely as long as they are not destroyed. Size, Barbie dolls are small creatures. Speed, your base walking speed is 30 feet. See, Barbie gets 30 feet walking speed, but what about my Funko Pop man over here? Make that make sense. Toy nature. As a Barbie doll, you are considered an object rather than humanoid. You don't need to eat, drink, breathe, or sleep. You are immune to disease and poison and have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. Resistance to damage. Being made of sturdy plastic, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Collectible form. Barbie dolls can modify their appearance to match different characters or personas. You have proficiency in the disguise kit and can attempt to mimic the appearance of other creatures or characters. Fashionista. Barbie dolls are known for their impeccable sense of fashion. You have proficiency in the performance skill when it comes to dancing, posing, and making grand entrances. Dreamhouse Diplomacy. Barbie dolls are skilled in creating a welcoming and harmonious atmosphere. You have advantage on charisma persuasion checks made to diffuse tensions or smooth over disagreements. Languages. You can speak, read, and write Common and one other language of your choice. Unique traits. Choose 2 of the following traits. Expert crafter. You have proficiency with artisans tools of your choice and can create fashionable clothing or accessories. You can also use your performance skill to create dazzling performances using your crafted items. Barbie glitter magic. Once per long rest, you can cast the color spray spell using charisma as your spellcasting ability. Endless wardrobe. You have access to an endless wardrobe of clothing, each outfit suited for various occasions or disguises. Changing outfits takes 1 minute and provides no mechanical benefit but can be used for role-playing purposes. Barbie's little sister. You have a childlike charm that often endears you to others. You have advantage on charisma persuasion checks when interacting with young creatures or those who have a protective or nurturing instinct. Alignment. Barbie dolls tend to be optimistic, compassionate, and positive, often embodying good alignments. However, they can have a wild range of personalities and alignments based on the characters they represent. Personality. As a Barbie doll, your personality is influenced by the character you represent, but you have the free will to develop your own unique traits and quirks. Barbie dolls are a whimsical and delightful addition to a D&D campaign. Their ability to mimic different characters, their resistance to damage, and their charisma make them versatile and fun to play. The diverse options for traits allow players to customize their Barbie doll to fit their preferred playstyle. I really wish they had some stuff for Ken, Ken dolls. I'm sure that's more than likely a fault on my end. I should have probably done Barbie and Ken dolls when I typed it up, but I didn't, so oh well. Not gonna dock points for that. How do Barbies, what, because they're humanoid figures, they get a 30-foot walking speed? Funko Pops are humanoid figures, why don't they get 25? Sorry, I'm stingy about that. Anyways, it's basically like the toy nature, resistance to damage, collectible form. Those are all abilities that the Funko Pop has as well. But Fashionista and Dreamhouse Diplomacy are really good. On top of that, the unique traits provide a lot of great stuff. I'd give this a solid 9 out of 10. And with that, you guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode here. If you like what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding, 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 and join the notification station. Whole shebang, shaboodle, whole kit caboodle, if you know what I mean. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and this is your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose, signing off. Good boy! Oh, before we get started, if you guys like what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding, 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 and join the notification station. The whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. With all that out of the way, let's get started with the first stat block. Oh, crap. Oh. Okay. Let's try this again.